There are few things in this world that can bring about more amazement than a magic trick, but most magic tricks would not be possible without sleight of hand. Sleight of hand has been used for centuries to perform magic and cheat at cards and rob. What is sleight of hand? According to Magical Apparatus, a website about magic and how to perform it, quote, sleight of hand is the art of deceiving the eye of the spectator by adroit movements of the hand, end quote. Sleight of hand uses two forms of manipulation. Manipulation of the audience through misdirection and psychology, and second, manipulation of the object, causing it to disappear and reappear. I learned about sleight of hand from my brother, and I researched it more for this presentation. So if you'd listen closely, I'd like to explain more about sleight of hand to you. First, I'm going to talk about the history of sleight of hand. Sleight of hand was used for centuries and for various purposes. The first recorded use was in Rome around 50 AD, where a group of magicians called a Centauri perfected the cups and balls tricks, where balls are moved between cups or made to disappear entirely. This trick is still widely used today, as it is one of the easiest and most adaptable sleight of hand tricks. Sleight of hand was used in the Middle Ages, and it became popular for cheating and stealing. However, as it was closely associated with witchcraft, magicians had to be careful, or else they could be tortured by the medieval torture methods of the day. Sleight of hand masters in the Middle Ages switched cards in games or began to palm coins to pickpocket. All of these methods have been used and perfected up until today. Now that we know about the history of sleight of hand, let's look at the two main uses. The first main use is to cheat or to steal. Cheating at cards has two ways of using sleight of hand. The first is having something up your sleeve, either literally having a card up your sleeve or holding extra cards in your hand so that you can use them later on or discard them discreetly later on. The second way is through false dealing. This means that the dealer does not deal from the top and deals either from the middle or the bottom of the deck, and therefore is cheating. The third way is by stacking the deck through means of shuffling. This is by far the hardest method to master, but also the hardest to detect, and is why card sharks often try to learn this method to cheat while playing cards. Sleight of hand has also been used to steal and pickpocket. Pickpockets are masters of sleight of hand. They use the techniques to steal wallets, credit cards, and coins. They also can steal large objects. My brother, for example, often steals my phone by using his sleight of hand and magic techniques. Another friend of mine used sleight of hand at a conference a while back to steal things out of my backpack. She took a lot of notebooks and even the backup disk from my computer before I realized it, and after we had a good laugh, she returned everything. But it has taught me to be more vigilant when around people I know can steal easily and to be more aware of my surroundings. Now, the second main use for sleight of hand is in magic. Sleight of hand is most often used in close-up magic tricks, and there are three main types: card tricks, palming tricks, and gimmick tricks. Card tricks involve cards and can be either simple or complex, using 1 to 2 cards or up to the entire deck. Palming involves hiding an object in one's hand, palming it. Gimmick tricks involve using different objects that are set up to make the trick go smoother. Close-up audiences are easier to fool. To quote the movie Now You See Me, come in closer, because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. And this is certainly true of sleight of hand magic. I'm going to demonstrate the three types of close-up sleight of hand magic. My brother is going to do them for me. The first is a sleight of hand card trick. The second is palming.
For this here, normal pen, right?
Real pen. The last one is a gimmick trick.
Got some salt here. Another shaker.
Ready?
Yeah, just go ahead and put some in my fist here. Yes.
Josh?
Here you go.
Sleight of hand is not often used on stage because, as I've said, it's easier to fool when the audience is up close. However, due to the introduction of technology and the uses of cameras and screens during live performances, many illusionists and magicians now integrate sleight of hand into their on-stage performances. So we've now seen the evolution of sleight of hand through the ages and how it can be used to cheat at cards or to rob and pickpocket, and how it can also be used to entertain through magic. Sleight of hand will always involve deception and trickery, but the intent is what makes it moral or not. Is it to be used for good or for evil? To cheat or to delight? To steal or to bring joy? The choice belongs to the user.